Welcome back to Boring Chaos. So today we are going to just be just hand sanding all the door jambs, all these little details, get as much of this yellow paint that we can off of here and get everything smoothed up enough so we can get some primer. I still got a little bit of mud work to do. I got to pull these little louvers off, strip this, hope there's nothing under there, strip along the rocker. A little bit of stuff, but I'm hoping by the end of this day that the outside of this car will be ready to prime. So I don't know, we'll see. Again, it's just long, tedious, boring nothingness. I don't know. We'll hammer on this, and I'm not going to video a bunch of this sand and stuff. We'll just get it knocked out, and I'll do little highlights. So here we go. Alrighty, well, I've got all this door jamb cleaned out. I stripped all the rocker. There's just a couple little tiny dings in that. And I started doing this, and I was hoping to get this whole side done. I was going to pull it all apart, and I got into a pile of Bondo. So I don't know what's in there, but I don't want to find out right now. So I'm going to go strip the other side real quick and get at least to this point, and then that leads me to having to clean this entire mess out of this car, and I got to pull the door panels off to get these louvers out. So, and find out what lurks under here. Hopefully the other side doesn't look like that either. So, anyway, right when you think you're done, you're not. I am finally pretty well prepped out on the driver's side now. So there's just a little bit of lumpy stuff going on there, a couple of just little divots. I'm glad these rockers are not rotted out, so that's a bonus. This one, there's a few little things here, but nothing like what the other side looks like. So I got all this stuff out of here, pull these door panels off, pull these little trim pieces off, and finish stripping that and fix whatever's left in there. So we're getting her. Alrighty, so I got all the junk out of the inside of this thing. I kind of forgot a while back. I just kind of scuffed and prepped all this floor. I was going to bedline it before I even started doing all this, and I never did. So that'll be another thing on the list, but I'm not going to do that probably till it's in paint or after paint. Well, either before paint or after, but if I do it now, all the dust and everything, it goes down in, and I don't know, it just looks bad. So I want to do it when I'm kind of at the very end stages of this. So now I'm going to pop off these door panels and get in and pull the little trim dealies that are down here. And then I think while I'm in there, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this yellow up here too. So I may just kind of try and get this dash. Again, I don't really want to tear the whole dash apart, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's about the last of the yellow on this car. And we are real close to priming. Besides figuring out what's going on here and possibly into here somewhere. So these may be floating in a 1/2 inch of Bondo. We're not sure yet, but we're going to find out. So anyway, let's get these panels out of here. Well, the door panels are off. I got this all sanded in here on both sides. Yeah, that side, well, neither one of these I don't think has ever been taken apart because all these little gills that were on here, even the banana yellow paint job, nobody took those off. So this is kind of deep. I'm going to bury my mud hog in there and just see what we got. But the line's still up there, but that's a pretty good ding there. But the rest of it looks like it's pretty all right. So yeah, I'm going to see what's in all that mud. Well, that really isn't bad. I can get in from the inside and just ding that out a little bit, but it's just kind of a little dent there. But yeah, for a couple of taps from the inside to knock that out, it's way less work than filling this thing full of mud. So I'm going to get the rest of this stripped off, and yeah, we're going to get this thing knocked out. This old girl's looking a lot better without that nasty yellow on it. I don't know, I thought I kind of liked the yellow, but I don't know that I do. It's pretty bold. But now I got all of this is stripped now. We'll get that dent fixed. I don't know what goes through people's heads, but for whatever reason, somebody found it fit to cut this support. So I'm going to have to patch that up. That one's got a little notch out of it. But yeah, I don't know what they were doing, if they're putting I think this is pre-giant stereo, but I have no idea. Maybe somebody's locked in the trunk and chewed their way through, but I don't know. We're going to fix that. But now with these panels and everything out, I can get in, beat the dents out and stuff on these lower quarters. This one's got just a big shallow wave, and then these are all just little tiny things here. And then the other side, it doesn't have the big one, but all of this stuff, there's just a few little dings here and there on it, so nothing much. But yeah, this is, once we get these done, and then I'm still waiting on my quarter, but we're about done with mud work. So I am not feeling mud work tonight or body work because it's starting to get late. So I'm gonna leave this for hopefully tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of finish my evening, maybe try and get the rest of this trunk lip done. Like I say, I'm all the way to here, so I just basically got across the back to about there on the other side, and then maybe finish stripping the last pieces of the back of this. And other than the dash, I think this car is yellow free. Well, we got some inside there, but anyway, the exterior is. So we're about ready to prime this bad boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and finish up my evening on that. Well, as always, I'm running out of time for tonight. So I have just a tiny bit to do under here. I'm going to pull the gas door off and get in there better. But yeah, I got the channel. I cleaned all the old rubber from the old seal out around this channel. I still got to get up there. But yeah, we are just about prepped. So I'm hoping tomorrow, I say this every night, that I can get this knocked out. I got to get in and do all the inner lips here on the wheel wells, but this thing is just about as prepped as I need to get it. So at least for the outside anyway. But yeah, so we're definitely making some progress, and I don't know, I hope we can have this thing knocked out tomorrow. So until then, well, it's getting too late to finish this up tonight, but we made a lot of progress. So I'm seeing the end of the rainbow for this, and I'm glad. So I don't know, this is a long, hard process, and it's just time consuming. My fingers hurt, you know, but tonight, I don't know, we crossed a threshold now to where I'm looking at it, and we're right there. So I've got a little bit left, and we can finally get the first primer on this. And when I do that, I'm going to probably, as long as the weather's good, I'm going to throw it outside and let it just cook in that sun and just let it shrink back, and then I can get the doors and the trunk lid and all that stuff done. And maybe I'll do a little on the 56, maybe I'll work on the Model A, but yeah, it'll give me a little break, but I want that to shrink back as much as it can. And then when I sand it, everything hopefully will have done what it needs to do, and all the scratches and everything will sand out when we do it. So but anyway, I'm feeling tonight was a win. We definitely made some good progress, and this tediousness is just about over. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll have more.